Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Silent Calls Tarot. I'm Nini and I'm gonna do an energy read for the collective, so it won't be for any specific sign but for whoever is guided to these messages. All of my information for contacting me is available in the description box below. My jewelry is available, candles, readings, all of the products are available on my website and it'll be linked in the description box below. If you have any questions, concerns, or anything before making your purchases, my email is available in the description box below as well. Okay, Spirit, I allow you to use me as a vessel. Please help me to hear, speak, and see clearly, and I do thank you for this opportunity. I only allow any spirits, beings, ancestors, angels, guides, ascended masters that are for the highest good and for the highest vibration to raise the collective, and I do thank you for this opportunity. Okay, now before I started this reading today, I have been taking notes over these past few days on different things and getting different messages and receiving like answers to questions that I kind of, had put out there into the universe to receive. So I have some notes that I'm going to read for you all, and we'll tie that into the cards. I have the Modern Witch Tarot deck that I may use, but they also had me to grab these Landmark flash cards, so I'm probably going to use those as well. Now the hertz that I'm playing in the background is a 963 hertz, and it's for ascended masters to be able to reach that frequency. But over these past few days, I've been being, I wouldn't say separated, but I've been seeing like that divide within like energy of different people, and seeing how like based upon where you input your energy, let me just say this off, y'all, it's annoying, where you put your energy and how you invest your energy and what you invest into, how it affects the frequency that you're on, and like your prayers and how and when they'll be answered, like based upon your vibration. This is how they show me. Based upon like your vibration, the effects of your prayers is I'll say you're in line to get something, but they have you lined in order based upon your frequency. And now it's like a prayer line. So the prayers that are in this line, the way in which they would be answered is based upon how high you are vibrating. That's what they were showing me, but more so showing me how to reach the frequency of God, the God frequency. Okay, let me put this back here. Okay, so blah blah blah, that's the frequency that I'm playing. This frequency is for you to express your authentic self and to help with balancing out your inner peace. Now, okay, on here I wrote, why do you want to be a hero? Yeah, why do you want to be a hero? Now I had watched this movie, it's called The Ant Boy, and in the movie it's like I wrote notes about the movie when I was watching it, and I wrote loner, outcast, not seen, help the least like. Then I wrote, he was bit by an ant, he had superpowers, he wasn't afraid, he had super strength, he was able to slow down time, know when to attack to finish off his enemies or whatever, and his name was Pele. But I looked up his name, and his name means stone or rock. And in the movie that was like this man, but in the movie to me how he seemed like a angelic being, something that would guide you in life, but like not a normal person, something sent to get you to question your life path and what you are doing in life. So I wrote purpose for fame and the wise, because in the movie they were showing like how the little boy, he was someone that people really didn't talk to. They really didn't notice him, and when they did, they only joked on him, and he felt like he didn't have a purpose. So when he got bit by this ant and he gained these superpowers, he was more so interested in the fame that he would get from it, the friends that he would get from it, the friends and things that would like him because of his abilities and what he was able to do. But in the end or throughout the movie, he realized that these people weren't there to like him. They were liking the things of the you know, the superpowers, the ant boy, the superhero. They didn't even know that he was the hero. And he had a friend that was supposedly like a sidekick. I think his name was Willem, something like that. But he kept questioning, like, are you doing this to be a superhero, or are you doing this just for clout, basically? And so I wrote, why risk you for people who don't care for you? And I kind of, when I wrote that, I answered it for myself, and I wrote love, unconditional internal love. Now, there was also an ability of super sense. Now, when I was looking into like the different powers and different things that he had came into inheritance of, he was able to get these things because of this ant bite, this radioactive ant that bit him. Now, when I was looking into it, they were taking me into, you know, like all the clairvoyance, clairaudience, the clairs, and all those different senses that get heightened when you elevate yourself frequency wise. That's what they were showing me. And like with your gifts and different things, how you're able to sense danger ahead of time, you're able to maneuver throughout the I would say throughout the world. They're saying parallelogram, but throughout the world, you move in a different manner, because it's like you get a heads up about things. You're able to sense when something isn't right and stuff, so it helps you to maneuver easier. Now, they were showing me that, but also about super strength. They were showing me with the super strength how, you know, people say they have their ancestors backing them, and, you know, people in high places, that superpower, that super strength that can be used as a tactic, as a means to help you to maneuver within this world. But they were just showing me all those different things. But I was also led to this slowing down time. Now, I know I look a lot into time traveling, reincarnation, and being able to time jump and things, and they had me to look more into how he was able to slow down time. Now, he was able to, I think he was fighting like an instructor or whatever for his gym class, but he was able to time when the man was going to move, to be able to like pinpoint when he would hit him, so he could be able to move quicker. That sense, that sixth sense, that like a spidey sense, that's what they were giving me with that. I also wrote center of universe, queen, and I wrote that because like they were explaining like how ants, they always protect the queen, and every ant, and their motive is to protect that queen and make sure that that queen ant is able to reproduce here. But they protect that main vessel, and they'll go through whatever to protect that. But they were showing me that like being your purpose. You're doing whatever it is to protect that purpose, to make sure that this purpose is fulfilled, for it to be able to reproduce things here. Now, they had me to write charging powers, foods, and things that limit your powers. And they were showing me like, because in the movie, the little boy, to be able to charge himself up power wise, he had to eat a lot of sugar. Now, I know with your gifts and different things, you're supposed to have like a balanced diet. You're supposed to be able to eat things that are electric based, that energize you, like fruits, veggies, different things that help to bring your energy up. And showing me like things that help to limit your powers, like the meats and different things that don't really hold any vitamins, any sun, any energy. They don't hold anything, so they like make you sleepy. Like, you know, when you eat a big full course meal of pork or steak and all that different stuff, you get sleepy afterwards. You don't have energy, you want to go to sleep. That's what they were showing me, like how to be able to use your gifts, and how to be able to how to be able to use them, but knowing what would be like your kryptonite, that thing that I think that's what Superman had, the thing that would destroy his power, like it would be his downfall, that thing that he couldn't be around or whatever, because it would limit him. Okay, I'm gonna go through, I'm making sure I'm getting all the notes that I wrote. Okay, I also wrote birds squawking at 9:45 p.m. because when I was doing these notes and writing these messages down, there were like geese flying at night. I didn't look into what it is, but maybe we can, or we should. Let me see. I may go into it and see what geese symbolize. but they were at night, flying at night, and I know birds usually be there, did what they had to do before the night falls. But this was awkward because they were out and they were squawking at 9:45 p.m. because I wrote the time. That's 9:09. Okay, I'm looking up the spiritual aspect of what a goose is, and it symbolizes loyalty and courage. This animal displays a high level of loyalty, devotion, and fearlessness. In the aspect, the goose is very similar to the cougar spirit animal. When the goose comes into your life, you get a sense of purpose. Okay, and that ties into everything that I pretty much just said. So yeah, that was that. Okay. Now. Okay, now throughout this week or whatever, throughout these past few days, I was like, how I said, the questions that I had, that I sent out to the universe to be able to receive the answers, I received those answers, and I was able to look into myself to see like healing that I thought I had done, that I realized I still needed to uncover certain things that I wanted to hide from myself, to not have to get into, the emotions of it. And I was writing about the things that affected me as a child, like things that I looked at as a child that affected me in my adult life. And I wrote like the things I wanted to be heard. I didn't want to be ignored. I didn't want to be abandoned. I wanted to be heard, basically. That was the main thing, to be heard, to actually be heard on a meaningful level, like someone that actually sits down and like, I'm listening. That level of listening. And I wrote that, and I was able to go within myself to see these things and see how I was limiting myself and was, creating a level of sabotage within myself, because I was looking for this ear outside of me when I was supposed to be listening to myself on a soul level, to know what my purpose was, to know what my soul actually wanted to fulfill in this life, and not looking for others to hear what I'm hearing within. I don't even know if that made sense, but that's how I got it. So, okay, yeah, I wrote, for all the judgment. Okay, I wrote forgiving myself. That was a level of healing that I had to get to, like a level in which I needed to forgive myself for not listening to myself, that listening being that ear that you needed, not listening to your own self. And that was something that I had to deal with, but we're here. So maybe someone else is dealing with that or something, but those are all the messages that I have that I wrote down. Now I'm going to pull from the landmark flashcards, and we're going to see what Spirit wants to show us. Okay, Spirit, I allow you to use me as a vessel. Please tell me to hear, speak, and see clearly. And I do thank you for this opportunity. I only allow spirits, beings, ancestors, angels, guides that are where our highest good. Help us to see, help us to receive these messages clearly, and help me to get these messages across clearly to those who need these messages. Okay, we have two, and that's the card I saw. Gateway Arch, and we have the Golden Gate Bridge here. The Gateway Arch. Ooh. The gateway to the west. During the westward expansion, it made okay, it's just like a pathway, but it looks like a door to me, kind of like a portal here, and that goes back into that time jumping, that time travel, that time loop. That's what they're showing me, being able to travel throughout time. But they're showing me a bridge way that helps you to get throughout this through this portal here. They're wanting me to read the back of this card. Painting suspension bridge. Painting international orange. This graceful bridge can be seen through the fog that sometimes fills the Golden Gates. The opening into San Francisco Bay from the Pacific Ocean, holding 6 lanes of traffic. When it was completed in 1937, it had the longest span of any suspension bridge in the world. Now, how they're showing me this, they're showing me like a portal or a time loop, like something you can go through, but along when you make it to the other side of this portal, like a time jump, time loop thing, time machine. They're showing me that, but they're showing me like there's a pathway once you make it on the other side of this portal. But throughout this pathway that's in front of you, there are different avenues in which you can turn off on, but there's like a light that you are following to get you directly to the door that's at the end. That's a door to your purpose here. It's like you're being shown what you're supposed to be doing, your purpose in life, that sense of purpose with the geese here. Okay, I'm gonna pull from the Modern Witch Tarot deck. I heard lion, like a lion, Leo, lion, fierce, that fearlessness. Okay, Spirit, can you please show us what we need to see? And I do thank you for this opportunity. I had a bill. I don't know what I did with it. Okay, because I got like a tense energy when I picked up these cards, so I'm gonna cleanse them really good. We only allow when the spirits, beings, ancestors, angels, guys that are for our highest good. Someone doesn't want you to know what your purpose is, or it's like that they don't want you to reach this door here. The King of Wands here. Maybe you have different things that are coming up to block you from this pathway here. It's like to steer you away from this pathway, to get you trapped in time. It's like I don't know what movie that is, but like get you stuck in between time, so you won't be able to know if you're going on the pathway or not. But it's like a time trap here. That's what they're showing me here. To get you stuck in time, or to get you focused on what time is. I know like with me looking into what time is and different things, time is only like an illusion. It's what you make it. And like how they say you have 24 hours in a day, and there are so many different things you can do throughout that day, but it's based upon that person and your mindset and what you want to acquire or accomplish throughout that day that leaves you with your time. It's like that time doesn't matter. It's about what you do within that time span here, and that's what they're showing me here. You're going back to accomplish something that you did it in the past here. They're showing me like a past life. You're going back into like your past life to get these gifts that you left. Gifts that you left in the past here. You're going back to get these gifts so you can be able to use them on this pathway, this doorway that you're being shown. It's like you've been shown what you are to be doing, your purpose in life, but they're helping you to gather the things that you're leaving or that you left in the past lives. You didn't fulfill your destiny in a past life. You were hindered. Those different avenues that were on the pathway here, those are the ways in which you went that distracted you from getting to that doorway. But not this time. You are getting those gifts and those things back to fulfill this destiny in this lifetime. That doorway is open for you. Okay, can you show me what else we need to see for the collective? The Queen of Wands here. They're showing me like a marriage, or someone that you are supposed to come in contact with here, that is supposed to go on this pathway here with you. The Emperor card. It's like building an empire here, but maybe these are gifts within. It's like someone helps to amplify your gifts, but this is like something that it wasn't fulfilled in a past life, but it's being fulfilled in this lifetime as long as you get these gifts here. This is someone that is going to help you to amplify your gifts, to get through this doorway here for you, to fulfill this pathway here. They're wanting me to read this card. It says you are a badass being full of life, love, and possibilities. Through this deck, may you find a path to your best self here. Now, I know throughout, I don't know why they're taking me to this, but throughout this week here, I've seen where, you know how when you don't really see your own power or your own abilities in which you can bring things forth in your life. I've been shown the way in which the way in which, you know how you don't see yourself, the potential that you have within yourself, but maybe others can see this potential within you, but you know, no one is going to actually tell you this is what you are to do, this is who you are, this is the power in which you should be standing in. You should know who you are. This is something that I've had to recognize within myself throughout this week. Now, this may be something that you are realizing. It's like as you're going through this time loop, you're being shown how you have been in control this entire time. Maybe you've been confused about whether you are this bridge. This is that bridge again that they're showing me. Like whether you are as powerful as you feel you are, but it's like you're having to acknowledge who you are in order to get through this doorway. You have to gather all of the gifts that you have here, see yourself clearly to be able to get there. Maybe you're balancing out your feminine and masculine energy here, and that does help with amplification of your gifts. They're showing me a guide here, and that's that guide back from the beginning. An ascended master. You have an ascended master here that is helping you to dig within yourself. They're showing me like your root chakra here, where you what you consider your stability, your foundation, where your foundation is set and built upon. This is what they're showing me, like a hand digging from down through here, going all the way down to like your pelvic region, pulling up these gifts and bringing them out, helping you to bring out these gifts that have been buried deep within you here, to set a foundation upon. These gifts are going to help you to set a foundation. They said your gifts make room for you, and that's that lion again. Lion, and we have two in here. Oh no, okay, they're playing Sunflower. That's Ray Sherman, I think, but that it comes out of that movie when the Spider-Man movie, when that boy gets those superpowers, and this is pretty much what we're talking about. Someone acknowledging the power that they have here. But they're showing me like, let me put this down because I'm jittery with that, but that control, that's what they're showing me, this power that you have. You're having to acknowledge that you are, it's like, you know how you could be so overlooked in life, in which you would overlook yourself and you limit yourself and you don't see the power that is within you and the effect that you have due to the power that you have here. You're recognizing this, or you're having to recognize this. They're making you see yourself so you can have this full life of love and possibilities on your pathway, but you're having to come into one with yourself. Know who you are here. Take control. You have to see that you are in control of your life, that you have all the things that you need and you are in control, but these gifts are making room for you. They're helping you to time travel to get these gifts here. We have the Fool card and the Two of Wands. Now with this Fool card, they're showing me here, and the Justice card, you're getting, they say, I'm out here looking for revenge. But in that song, how he speaks about the revenge, it's more so like he's reaping what he's sowing, but the things that, like getting karma based upon the things that you've implemented in life, and things that, like, maybe you've been strayed away, those straying away. Maybe someone or some people have been trying to stray you away from receiving these downloads, receiving this information, receiving these gifts, receiving this sight about who you are, but you're being guided into reaping here. You're being guided directly through this doorway, but it's for you to choose you and choose the power that you have within you, to acknowledge yourself, to balance yourself out, but it's to cause a restoration. That's what they're saying. So I'm going to leave this here. This is for the collective. I do thank you all for visiting my channel. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, whatever you feel led to do. Let Spirit guide you with these messages. All of my information is available in the description box below. Bye.